And it's there, it's a goal for LA Galaxy.
Unpredictable is perhaps the last word that springs to mind when talking about EA's big-budgeted, heavily marketed, top-selling, and long-running sports franchises. Nonetheless, it's the word that best describes the experience of playing FIFA 14, and mostly for the better. In an attempt to deliver more realistic results on the pitch, the developers have enhanced the ball physics and aspects of the AI to the point where the new FIFA feels like a new game entirely, even if it doesn't necessarily look that different.
And he's put it in the net for Chelsea.
FIFA 14 is more challenging than last year's title, due in part to some of the subtle changes that nudge the game closer toward a simulation than a pure arcade title.
Great opportunity. Oh, and they go to Tevez for this early goal.
The first touch system now accounts for a player's momentum as well as his attributes, so you'll find that you won't be able to dribble the ball as if it were stitched to your cleats. This makes it more difficult to maintain control of the ball on offense, requiring you to slow down the pace, protect the ball, and vary your passes. Unfortunately, offense is also made much more difficult due to your teammates not always doing their best to separate themselves on the attack. Situational awareness is still a problem, as too often your teammates fail to create enough space to make passing safer, particularly since the first touch system could mean your pass is bobbled or flubbed by your teammate while the defender eagerly takes possession. It's unpredictable and sometimes awkward. Yet while there are still issues with your teammates' artificial brains, your opponent's AI fares much better. The computer is more aggressive than in FIFA 13 as defenders sprint to cut off passing lanes and effectively use both side blocks and block tackles as they approach. You need to be careful with your positioning and your footwork, utilizing quick cuts and pivots to keep nearby defenders off balance.
What a chance! And it's a goal!
The controls are mostly the same, but the improved ball physics means there's more variety in what you'll see during the match, with realistic-looking and difficult-to-predict shot trajectories, off-balance shots, and more. You'll even see rebounds off the goalposts with some regularity. The physicality of the game is also better represented than in previous titles, which, when coupled with an athlete's momentum, means you can use a player's size and strength to gain a position advantage when jostling for the ball.
Not easily shaken off the ball, is he?
Play modes and game types are similar to what was offered in FIFA 13, though there are some additional wrinkles and tweaks that are expected in a sequel. The skill games, introduced before career matches, offer a more diverse mix of challenges to help you refine your game, and more importantly, learn how the ball behaves under different circumstances. You might have to knock down as many boxes as you can within a time limit, for example, and perform a variety of other entertaining drills that require equal amounts of precision and technique. The insanely addictive Ultimate Team mode is mostly unchanged from last year, which is no surprise, but now there's a chemistry feature to add another layer of customization to the card-collecting, coin-accumulating contest. Each athlete's skills can be improved by applying chemistry styles. Chemistry styles, such as Sniper, Powerhouse, or Anchor, will improve specific attributes like passing, shooting, or dribbling, allowing you to address potential deficiencies on your team. Ultimate Team also brings back online single matches, and you'll be able to manually assign player roles if you don't like who the computer has assigned for free kicks, penalties, and so forth. FIFA 14 has also expanded Seasons mode to 10 divisions and lets you play seasons cooperatively with a friend online, but again, there's not anything that's really new, just improved. FIFA 14 is an interesting release. Rather than aim toward a mass-market audience with an arcade approach, the developers have slowed the game down and required more finesse and skill out of players. Though still lacking in some areas, it is nonetheless an improved version of its predecessor with all of its strengths and fewer of its weaknesses. If you were expecting new play modes or reworked controls, FIFA 14 won't impress. If on the other hand, you've yearned for more realism from the series, then the improved physics and lifelike movement will find your engagement level lifted higher than Stefan El Shaarawy's hair.
And it will go into the middle now. Neymar hit the bar! Not